Good morning, Year 3. It is Thursday, the 4th of March, and it is Miss Slater's favourite day, World Book Day. Now, for your English lesson this morning, we are going to be looking at a particular author, and that author is Alex T. Smith. So what I want you to do is pause here and head on over to Teams, and I want you to go on the link I have put to this video here, this website, and I want you to watch this video about how to be a story detective. And once you've watched that video, head on back over here and continue where you have left off. Okay, Year 3, I hope you enjoyed Alex's video there on how to be a story detective. The extract that he read, so if it's an extract, it's just part of the book, is down here. If you click on this one there, and it's showing you the part that he's read, and it's also got the pictures on. Now, Alex talked a lot about using things around the house or in everyday life, or and listening for sounds and using those items as inspiration for a story. So that is what we are going to do today. So from Alex's story, now I use the extract to help me. We have a beret, which is a hat, could be lying around the house, dressing up costumes, shiny shoes, which he has turned into Mr. and Mrs. Shiny Shoes, so bobbly sock. A trampoline was in the story, could have just been around the house, a cup of tea, and a gorilla. Now, I don't think Alex had a live gorilla in his house, but he may have had a stuffed gorilla, a teddy bear. So what I want you to do now, you can go out, go for a walk, have a look around. You may see different things you want to include in your story. You may hear different things in your story. You could just collect items from the house. I want you to come up with 5 items. You can draw them, you can just write a list, or you can take a photograph of what they are. And then we're going to think about how we can use those items to create a story. So I have, in this short little video that you're going to watch now, I have chosen my items, and then I'm going to start planning my story. So as you can see from the pictures that I have chosen, or the videos that I have shown you, these are the things that I'm going to include in my story. Now that's just from me going outside this morning and finding items around my house. We had a grey sky. There was actually a bird flying across there. I might include that in my story as well. Tall plants. All I did was zoom in really closely on part of my garden. There's a vase in there, a glass vase. There was a running tap in the bathroom. Now, a tree trunk was from a walk I did the other day, and I have a clock. So what I'm going to do now is think of, first of all, a character. Now, because I zoomed in really closely on tall plants, I'm going to have my character shrink into a smaller person. So I already know I want my character to shrink down. So they're very, very small. And I think I want them to get lost in the tall plants. I also, there was a hole in the tree trunk. I think my character is going to fall down the tree trunk. So I'm just going to jot on notes here that's going to help me with my story. The vase, I'm going to have that. It looked quite glitzy, quite glamorous. I'm going to have it as a magic door that might get my character back to where he or she needs to be. The grey sky, that's going to help to set the scene of how creepy it is in the place when my character is so small. And the clock, we're going to have, maybe there's a time limit to get home. Okay, so those are my thoughts on my short story. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a go at writing it. I've used my plan now, or part of my plan, to begin writing my story. So we're going to see how that has gone now. Claude raced through the enormous trees. He could feel his heart pounding and his hands began to sweat. The grey sky seemed to surround him. Right, year 3, I've used my plan to begin writing my first 2 paragraphs of my story, so I'm going to read that to you now. Claude raced through the enormous trees. He could feel his heart pounding and his hands began to sweat. The grey sky seemed to surround him, but he could see a glimmer of light at the end. Whoosh! Suddenly Claude stumbled and shot down a giant tree trunk. He screamed and scrambled, trying to grab anything to stop himself from falling. Okay, so I've used my ideas from here, from things just around the house. I've become a story detective and I have began my story there. Your job today is to do exactly what I have just done, but I want you to write a full story. You can be as imaginative as you can. Remember, I'll put a checklist on things like capital letters, full stops, conjunctions, noun phrases. I'll pop a little list on for you so you can check that your writing is the best that it can be. And remember that handwriting. We are back to school on Monday. Let's have some showing off of handwriting. Boys and girls, if you could also send some pictures of yourselves reading books in some imaginative places. So maybe in a bathtub, you may be sitting outside, you may be upside down, you may be in a dressing up outfit. Get some photographs of yourselves reading books today. Bye.